I don't know why, but I feel like I touched on this subject before about salary-based career versus commission-based career. And if I haven't touched on it, well, I'm going to do it now. So basically, I have actually considered both at one point in my life. I started off doing odd jobs, just regular, whatever I could find for work, basically. So I think the first time I worked was about 11 years old, 11, 12 years old, somewhere around that. And I was just doing things like packing bags, what else? Shoveling snow, cutting grass, things of that nature. And that's like ancient nowadays, because it seems like people don't even want to work anymore. Everybody wants to quote unquote work from home. But I find working from home more challenging than actually going out to work, because remember, you're at home, you got your bed there, you got refrigerator there. It's edgy, at least to me. I don't know about anybody else. It's edgy. You want to take a nap every now and then, things like that. But anyway, so I started off doing things like odd jobs. My first real job was working in the supermarket. And I was a cashier / what else did I do? Cart returns. So that means I had to go in the parking lot and round up all the carts and clean them out, bring them back into the store, stack them back up so people can have enough carts to go get their groceries, whatever like that. So that was my first little job. Then I worked summer youth. I had a job at IBM. That job I wanted to keep as a career, but they would not offer me a skill set. They didn't want to train me on anything or teach me anything so I could be valuable and become basically more dangerous, because when you got a skill set, you're dangerous, because now you don't need anybody to lean on. You got something that you can always keep that no one can take from you. So anyways, they didn't give me that. Wound up just having a short term with them and going about my business. They went about theirs. I didn't go through every single job I had, but you get what I'm saying. I was basically looking for regular work in the beginning. And then when I did land a career job, well, let me slow it down. Before I went into career jobs, I took a stab at telemarketing. Now, telemarketing / sales is kind of tricky, because usually they will give you a salary, a low base salary, and open-end commission, meaning that it's uncapped. So let's say you selling bricks, just bricks. I ain't talking about drugs either, just bricks. So let's say you make, I don't know, $50, which is probably just throwing it out in the air like that. $50 per sale. So you make, your commission is $50, and then you have your base rate, which is probably something low, like, I don't know, $14 an hour, $12 an hour, something crazy like that. But if you're really selling like that, like really good at it, that base pay that's just something to just tease you, because you already know your real money comes from actual sales. So you're not concerned with trying to make money off of just the base commission, because it's basically trash to you. It's nothing. You don't want that money. You want the commission money. Now, what happens is, when you pursue that as a career, you may not have benefits, you may not have a guaranteed foothold in that company. So that company goes down, you're going to go down with it. You're going to sink with it. But if you have a skill set, you can always go hop over to another company, or you can start your own company, things like that. That's why a lot of people don't want to do things of a commission-based thing. They want to go after salary. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel safe with a salary job versus a commission job. Some people who are deeply rooted in the commission will say that's lazy, because it's like you're not taking a chance, not taking a risk, not taking dares. You're not stepping out on faith, quote unquote, to make your money. Now, of course, with bigger risks is bigger reward, right? But you got to know when is a time that you can do things like that. Like, I'm an older guy. I'm not looking to take too many risks at this point in my life. But I do know that a risk can turn to a big reward. So you got to calculate your risk a certain way. Is there such thing as a safe risk? Quote unquote, yeah. Stocks versus real estate. Real estate's probably safer, because stocks jump up and down, and that can go left or right. You can't really say I concentrate and focus everything on stocks and bonds, or even NFTs, Bitcoin, things like that. Risking those things too, but the reward, if you get past it, it can be good. It can be great, actually. What it all boils down to, you have to investigate and see what works best for you individually, or for you and your family, however you're looking at things. Because what might work for one person may not work for someone else, and that's always the case. I am actually thinking of real estate. I haven't set my mind 100% that way yet, but I had a sketchy feeling that I could actually sell houses, because my passion for seeing someone happy in a great situation, I think that I can use that to turn into a sale. I like looking at houses. I can look at houses all day long and never get tired of it. So that right there is pretty much a springboard for myself. So if I had to take people around, look at house after house after house, they may get bored and say, I'm tired of this, I don't want to look at no more house. But me, I'll just be up there like having a great time. It'd be like nothing for me. It'd be fun. So I'm going to look into that. I'm going to see. We'll see what happens with that. Other than that, you also have sales. Sales is tricky. Sales is tricky. Because if you have to cold call, oh man, I've done that. Shout out to everybody that can do that. It's not many people that are built for that game. Cold calling is hard. I'm going to tell you right now, if you can't take rejection, if you can't take a lady telling you no, sales ain't the game for you. And vice versa. If you're a lady that can't accept someone telling you no, it's not gonna go well. It's not. You're not gonna do well. You are gonna fail, because you're gonna definitely get more no's than yeses. So be prepared. I think going into sales helped me tremendously with rejection, because it got to a point now that a no to me is just an obstacle that I got to figure out how to get around or over. It's not going to stop me. It won't stop my sale. It won't stop me from trying to proceed forward on my persistence. Now, am I always going to close the deal? Of course not. But it's not going to stop me from initial no. There's ways around things. That no might not be really a no. That no might actually be, what else can you tell me about this product? What makes you so sure that this product's is for me? That's going to make my life better, make me feel better, or whatever the case. Anyway, some things to think about. But ultimately, you have to weigh the two options against each other. You got to weigh salary versus commission and see what will work for you. If you're a younger individual, I say go for it, because what do you have to lose? But I mean, if you're getting older and you don't want to take so many risks, then maybe you want to be safe more with a salary. But supplementing income, which is something I started doing again recently, supplementing income can actually work on either side of the coin. You could be doing commission or salary and supplement your income by doing a small job on the side or your own business. My uncle used to actually use whatever job he had to fuel his own businesses. So you really can't lose, however you look at it. But anyway, health, wealth, success, and check out my next videos.